In January, we did my annual 31 Days to a More Effective Compliance program where we looked at one thing you could do each day. Well, we're back with the Compliance Tip of the Day. This is the podcast where we bring you daily insights and practical advice on navigating the ever-evolving landscape of compliance requirements. Whether you're a seasoned compliance professional or just starting your journey, my aim in this podcast is to provide you with a bite-sized, actionable tip to help you stay on top of your compliance game. In the chaotic world of 2025 and beyond, compliance will become even more important, and you staying on top of your game will help your company move forward. Now a word from the sponsor of the Compliance Podcast Network, Ethico.
If you're a compliance officer, middle managers are crucial in getting your programs from you to your frontline employees. But how do we activate those managers and get them on our side? Ethico's new Middle Manager Toolkit equips you with the skills needed to empower your managers, to promote a culture where ethical behavior thrives and employees feel empowered to speak up. Learn how to turn frontline managers into ethical leaders with our new white paper, Empowering Middle Managers as Ethics Champions. And did I mention you can get the whole toolkit for free? Head to ethico.com to download the full toolkit today.
Today on the Compliance Tip of the Day, we take up how compliance can help build corporate resiliency. Obviously, resilience must be a core feature of every corporate compliance program. The reason is simple. In today's volatile and uncertain world, compliance programs will inevitably face crisis. So what can you do in the face of the Trump administration, a natural disaster, human rights abuses in your supply chain, activist shareholders, or even competitors leveraging technology to upend an industry? See DeepSeek. Recent history has shown us that global pandemics and social justice movements can also emerge to reshape the business landscape. So traditional foundations of corporate resiliency included financial flexibility, portfolio diversity, and organizational abilities or agility. A resilient compliance function not only helps a business survive crisis, but positions them to be more effective. Companies that understand their purpose and integrate it into their operations are more resilient in times of crisis. Purpose-driven organizations do not see compliance as a regulatory obligation, but a strategic advantage. Compliance professionals play a key role in reinforcing this. Obviously, the Business Roundtable's statement on the purpose of a corporation emphasizes stockholder engagement beyond simply stakeholders, and this can be a key insight. Aligning your compliance controls with the COSO 2013 framework for internal controls helps build a strong ethical foundation. The cornerstone of compliance is trust. It's an absolute necessity for any compliance program. Trust is built through institutional fairness, institutional justice, due process, and a commitment to ethical leadership. But compliance must extend trust beyond the organization, fostering transparent relationships with external stakeholders as well. Compliance has traditionally been seen as a back office function, but you need to engage all stakeholders in compliance. Compliance is uniquely positioned to help businesses anticipate and prevent crises rather than simply react to them. By integrating compliance into the core fabric of corporate resilience strategies, you can help prevent crises through proactive compliance management, build strong ethical cultures, enhance stakeholder engagement, ensure business continuity in the face of regulatory changes, and support innovation by creating ethical frameworks. Compliance professionals should seize this opportunity to lead this transformation, ensuring that organizations not only endure crises, but come out stronger. So what are today's 3 key takeaways? Number 1, building blocks. Make sure you have the necessary foundations in place. Number 2, there are 6 forms of business resiliency. Take those to heart and move forward. And finally, utilize multiple stakeholders. We've talked about several of those. The statement on the purpose of a corporation identifies 5. You may have more, but if you have more stakeholders invested and engaged with you in compliance, you will have greater business resiliency going forward for the next crisis. This is Tom Fox again. This new podcast, Compliance Tip of the Day, will appear daily. And frankly, it's one of the most requested topics for a podcast that I get on a regular basis. It's going to be short and sweet with one tip with some takeaways that you can utilize to implement into your compliance program. If you've got a question that you would like a tip on, please submit them through our website, and we will use them in an upcoming episode. The compliance tip of the day is a production of the award-winning Compliance Podcast Network. Finally, this podcast contains promotional material.